Hi everyone, welcome. It's Wednesday afternoon and I'm so glad you're here with me for a Facebook Live with Rhonda Wade. It's my lunch break. I've taken a little break to be able to come and create with you, stamp with you, and also to be able to just take a little break and have some fun. I love doing these every week with you, most every week. You guys know I was in Hawaii for a little while with Stampin' Up! Every year we get a chance to earn an incentive trip where they spoil you rotten, and they absolutely did that when we were in Hawaii. So I'm back and I'm so grateful to be home and back working again, and we are getting ready for a really amazing event that I'm doing live. So that is super exciting that we're going to get to gather together with stampers here in a couple weeks, less than a couple weeks. It's June 11th. I'm doing a leadership event for demonstrators and my team members, and lots of people are also taking that online as well. So very excited to be where we're creating all the make and take packets, all the gifts and all of that as well. But today I gotta hit a button real quick. Let's see here. All right. Today, though, I have a super awesome bundle to show you. A really cute card, something just fun and quick and easy to do. I know it's so good to see you guys. I missed you. Obviously, I really missed you. So I might be a little shaky today. I haven't done a Facebook Live now in 3 weeks. So we'll see how I do. And hopefully I'm not going to be a hot mess for all of you. So, but we are going to do some gardening. We're going to play with some plants. So how many of you, I asked, that did gardening and planting and all that work over the weekend? I know for me, Memorial Day weekend is usually time to get out some plants and do some planting, get my hands dirty. And so we have some really beautiful plants that you can do and not even have to get your hands dirty. You might get some ink on them, but no dirt, right? This bundle I'm going to we're going to use today is called the Plentiful Plant. So here's a stamp set, and it's got really awesome, I want to call them vases, but yes, vases, pots, pots, all kinds of plants that you can use by themselves or layered together. Michelle planted her vegetable garden. Do you know what I want to do, Michelle? When we were in Hawaii, one of my favorite things, we would walk to breakfast in the morning, and they had an entire row of a garden of herbs. And so I don't think I'm ready to jump into planting like vegetables and all of that. Well, I don't have to. There's a local farmer in our area that he has a program where he brings you fresh fruits and vegetables every week or every other week. So I've been doing that with him, and they're so good. And then I don't have to do any of the work, but I get to enjoy all the fruits of the labor, right? So anyway, but planting herbs they smelled so good every morning. We found a shorter way to walk to breakfast, but we would still choose to go the long route just so I could walk by all of the herbs. And they had little signs that were so cute. So anyway, I really, really do want to maybe plant some herbs. So I'm gonna work on that. But anyway, so here's a stamp set, and then there is framelits that will go with all of the pieces. I'll show it when I put it down. And it also will do some little extra things to it too. So we're gonna show you some little fun things. You have hanging baskets, you have potted plants, you have dangly ones, and I'm not a big plant person. I love them, but I don't know the names of them. So I'm gonna be making up all my own names today for most of them. So you'll have to bear with me. All right, so that's what we're gonna do today. The reason I'm gonna point you down, and so that you can see my work surface. I right away fell in love with this bundle and this suite. Fell in love with it. But then I got it in, I was like, oh no, this might be too much work for me, because I don't like to do, you guys know, I do a lot. I like to do very simple things, right? But we started playing with it, and absolutely, positively head over heels in love with it. And it is so fun. So I know like crafting is fun in general, right? But this reminded me, we had a blast with it because it's almost like when you were a little girl and you had paper dolls and you got to like have all these pieces and kind of build them together. And it was actually really, really easy to do. So here is the bundle so you can see that. And the cool part about it then obviously is the paper. So my paper, we've been doing lots of different pieces with it. The paper has like one side that will already work with the framelits. So obviously you can stamp, but then you could also just use, there's one that matches this. Maybe it's not that one, but there is one. It's on a different sheet. There's one that matches like every one of these. Anyway, so there'll be one that will match like every single one of these. There's this one. I know there's that one, right? That matches perfectly. There is this one that is like some sort of a succulent, I think. Again, you guys will know the names of these way, way better than I will. But there's lots of different pieces that will cut out one. So you could just use the paper that way, which obviously I've done a bunch. And then there are this piece here that has all the different pots and all the different vases. And then these all have, ones as well. Look at that. They can all cut out so simple. So you can choose to stamp and use different colors, or you can just use the paper and just go right from the paper. So it is like you can have fun and then get all these pieces, and then we're going to just put them all together, right? So that's one side of the paper, but then the other side of the paper has these beautiful textures, like wood texture, it has a brick texture. These even have things that will run out and cut them out too. And then there's like bricks and wood, and so really, really, really useful, gorgeous paper. So anyway, this is just like a huge bonus. Now the reason why I'm sharing all this with you is some of you who are on my email list already know that I am planning with my Canadian partner. So if you're in Canada, you can also order this class. So this is for the United States and Canada. We also do have a tutorial only option. But Ange and I are doing a really special summer stamp camp. Now it's special because it's different than anything we've ever done before, and that we are going to be doing these on Facebook Lives, publicly. We'll be doing them right here on this group at the end. We're doing them June 29th, 30th, 31st, and July 1st. So 4 days. We're gonna have a 4-day stamp camp. And we're gonna be planting flowers, we're gonna be building beautiful cards, we're gonna be having so much fun. And if you would like to order the kit ahead of time, that way we're gonna ship it to you a week before, a little bit more than a week, so that you'll hopefully get it in time. Then you can create and have your stamp camp right along with us. So that's a fun, exciting, different thing that we've never done before. All right, so let me pull out the supplies for today's card. I'm gonna share with you how fun and simple this bundle is. This card is not a part of the stamp camp. I do though, like here is one that is a part of the stamp camp. I just wanna give you a sneak peek. This was also what I did with my team last night as our mystery stamping project. So when you join my Rubber Queen team, every month we do a team meeting, and I do a mystery project, and look at that cute mystery project we did last night with the little turtle. He's a new guy, so adorable. But it's a fun little technique of running through the embossing folder and then just slicing it up. So here is one of the cards you're gonna make. Here's another one. Look at that one, here's another one. You're gonna make a set of really awesome note cards with envelopes and a holder. I'm going through them a little quicker because I'm going to show all of these later in the month. And then here's another really sweet, simple one. right? So those are just some little sneak peeks, but let me show you a card for today. As always, I like to make simple projects that will have a little bit of a twist. So this one is gonna be fun. It's gonna have a little bit of a pop out, and it is super simple to make. So first we're just taking our thick basic white and we're gonna fold that in half. And then I'm using our new in color, the Evening Evergreen. This color already has been one of my favorites in the middle of the summer. Typically, I would think this would be like a Christmas one, but it is gonna be good for year-round purpose. Now, our next step is I am going to glue this down. Actually, I'm gonna glue this down. So I'm gonna glue this down to this piece of Evening Evergreen. This is in that pack of paper. Again, like one side is really flowery, then the other side, this is just a really nice background, a brick, a pale, like a smoky slate kind of background. All right, so I'm gonna put that down there. Next up, we are going to build our flower. Now, I did a lot of the work ahead of time, but I also want to show you just how awesome it is. So we ran through, this is like that hanging basket. I think it's called macrame. Is that what it's called? I'm not sure, but I think it's called macrame, where did that, oh, Jane, can I borrow that little, are you using the little guy? I was like, I thought I double checked that it's here. Sweet. I just gotta run these through really quick. So the benefit of Jane is here working today. Say hi, Jane. Hi. They can't see you, but they can hear you. And so is Arlena and Nancy and Lola. We have a whole slew of us in here today. So fun day. I was really excited to come to work. I always am, but I was really excited today. So we have, when you look at your framelits, I chose these two as my flowers that I'm gonna use. All right, so we're gonna, I'm not stamping, I'm just gonna be using it from the paper. So I need this one, and then see here, there's the one that matches. I told you there was one that matches. It just took me a second to find it. All right, and then I already ran through this one here for you, so you can see. But let's go ahead real quick, taking our little mini Stamp and Cut Emboss machine. This is like a must-have for all of you. I actually probably need to get another one because we all keep using it, and Michelle likes to have one right at her station too when she's here. So we have to share. We have the big one as well, but the mini one is so nice. It just fits right on your desk if you want to just use it, right? So you don't have to get up. Not that we're lazy or anything like that. So we're just gonna go ahead and put those on there. I would probably even do a better job lining up if I wasn't on a Facebook Live. So this may not be perfect, but you guys will make yours perfect. Thank you guys all for being here. I see lots of my friends. And you know what I love more than anything is when you share this video. So you can hit that little share button. And look, now it cut out like perfectly, and it looks like it's been stamped, and it was like super, super easy. So it gives your paper a really big value besides, just doing it for normal stuff. All right, okay, Jane, I'm done. You can have it back. Thank you. All right, so let me give that back to Jane. And then this is my little block holder. Isn't that so cute? All right, so now we're just gonna build our flower. So I'm just gonna take my mini glue dots. Again, you can have so much fun with building these and making them, you can put, make almost like arrangements. Like I said, it feels to me when I was putting all these samples together, Michelle helped me with them as well. It almost feels like you are working with like paper dolls, like when you were a little girl. So there is that part of it. Now this is going to go over right there. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of my liquid glue. Let me make sure that I got, oops, good. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this, here so you don't get too messy with it. That is a stretch for me because anybody knows me knows I get very messy with this stuff. So do that. This is gonna get plopped down. So we created this beautiful hanging basket, just like that. All right, So this project is so easy and it's so cute. I didn't say that it was fast though either. So you gotta let this sit for a second so it dries. Make sure it's, all right. It takes a little bit of fun work to get that. All right, the next thing we're going to do is take a little bit of our linen thread and we are going to create and I could have done this beforehand, so hopefully this sticks. We're gonna just create like the hanging basket part of it. So take a little bit of our linen thread and just thread that through, like in a slip knot, is that what that's called? I don't know, like that. And in the back of there, we're gonna take a new sheet of dimensionals. That is exciting. That is so fun. I don't have those very much. I think Nancy or Arlena came over here and like stocked me up with a new sheet. Because I don't remember putting it in there, but now and look, I have 2 other sheets here that need to be used up, but I'm using that brand new one. That is so fun. All right, so now we are gonna go back to our brick piece. You guys following along with me? Does anybody else already have this bundle? So again, this is my summer stamp camp. I will post the link for you to register. The camp is going to include the paper and gems and ribbon and thread and all kinds of goody stuff. And then you will make 13 projects. 13, that's a lot for an online class. So that's why we call it a stamp camp, because it definitely is a little bit bigger than what we would normally do for a class. All right, so I put that down there, and this just gets, you're just gonna stick this down here. You could tape it down. I don't have any tape up here, so I'm just gonna use my Stamp and Seal Plus and just tack that down there. Then this is gonna get glued down to the front of my card. So a part of the camp, I do not include the bundle, so you can order that separately, or some of you might already own it. And then this goes on the front of the card. So it's really easy to build these up pretty simply. You could do a totally different plant if you want to. So maybe you prefer, here's a hanging basket too with different greenery inside. Again, you can really do this any different way that you want to. Next, I'm just gonna take a little strip of white and the stamp set. The stamp set has really good words that you would use with, anything. I'm gonna put this one, says, to a dear friend. I'm sure you guys all have dear friends in your life. We're gonna take the Evening Evergreen stamp pad, which I think Jane might have. Did I ever get that? I could use a succulent one, never mind. Oh, I think we did put it back. I gave it to Jane yesterday to use and I never took it back from her. All right, give me a second. We're going to find that. While we're doing that, I want to stamp the inside also. And the inside is gonna be, you touched my heart. I think it's what it says. You touched my heart. Yes, thank you so much, Arlena. I'm so glad you guys listened to me while I'm doing this. All right, so on the outside, we're going to be the Evening Evergreen. It's gonna say, to a dear friend. We're just gonna stamp that right here on this strip. And it's just, the font on it is really cool. We're gonna take the Genial Gems, which we are going to include in the stamp camp. They're on back order, but we're gonna get them in time for the camp to ship. So I'll just put that right on there. So there's a little Genial Gem. These are perfect for this, this suite. All right, let's trim that off. Take a couple more of our dimensionals. All right, I'll use this janky sheet right here and put those down like that. And then just trim off this edge at a snip. I love our dimensionals because it says it comes with 100 per sheet, but it's way more than that because you just gotta trim off. So let's go back to the front of our card right there. Can you guys see that? And that's so cute. It's so, again, easy. Definitely a little bit of a few steps because it's like building it all up. So there is and you could sprinkle on more gems if you wanted to. But then I want to show what makes this card special. So this really is, obviously just a beautiful card on the front, standard fold. I usually do. Next week, I have a Facebook Live for you. It's going to have a really cool, fun fold. On the inside, though, we want to stamp those words. You touched my heart, and stamp that here in the middle. Pretty straight, not bad. And then I want to add another thing of flowers, and I could just glue that down, but I want to do it in a really special, fun way, which you're gonna need a window sheet, and I have it cut, and this is a tricky part about window sheets, is they're completely clear. Oh my gosh. It is somewhere on my desk. I took it out. I remember taking it out, but it's clear. Oh, here it is. I found it. See, but it's completely clear, so it's really hard to see. Anyway, so I have this window sheet, and I got glue on it. This is Welcome to Ronda's World. We're going to take our paper trimmer. That is also not up here. I don't know. Oh, yes, never mind. I lied. I found it. It's underneath all these papers. I told you I was going to be a little bit of a hot mess today. I haven't done a Facebook Live in 3 weeks. It's hard. Anyway, so I have this little strip of a window sheet. It's about 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to score it at, if you can see here, I'm going to score it at 3/4. And then I'm going to keep scoring it at 3/4 inch increments. So just 3/4, 3/4, and 3/4. So I'm going to create this. You can't see it. You have to just trust me. It's this little. It's clear, and you're just going to make like a square. So you definitely want to score it because it's a little trickier to fold, obviously, a window sheet. So you want to make sure that you are, there you go. So now these two here are going to overlap. So just take a mini glue dot, and then these will stick. It will stick together. There you go. So it's window sheets. We sell these. I think they're really inexpensive. You get, they come in 12 by 12 sheets, and you just use little bits of them. So I created this little square, and then that is going to take a mini glue dot as well and stick that down there. So this is what makes this card fun. So obviously you could do this with any card. And then this pot is going to take that mini glue dot wherever you put that, and that's gonna get stuck on the back of this pot, right? Here we go, right? Back on the back of this pot. Then you need one more mini glue dot. So you can see, if you can see that on the back there, I hope so. You're gonna need one more mini glue dot, and that's what I would take 2 mini glue dots for this. We wanna be extra certain that this is going to not fall off. This will be so fun. So when they open the card, that's when the surprise comes in. So I would take a couple mini glue dots and put on the one side that is going to go down to your card. So this way, when they open it, it is going to pop up to them. So when you can close it, it will close, right? My hands have got glue all over it. This is why Ronda rarely uses liquid glue. But anyway, so there's our outside. It looks just like a beautiful, fun card. But then when you open it, the pot pops out at you. So really fun little twist to the card. So there you go. That was today's project for you. Now you know what makes me absolutely the happiest is when you create these projects and then share them with me. Post them on your personal page or any place you hang out with stampers, but tag me in it so I can see that. So I love it when you actually create. You can copy it exactly, let's see here, you can copy it exactly like this. So again, it says, to a dear friend, but when you open it up, the pot is like pops out at you. So it's a real fun, but it's on a window sheet, so you can't see it. They love it. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys love it. Really fun. And it's flat. so that when you mail it, and my hands are it got really messy today. So obviously it would, and let's do our envelope, right? I got a little bit extra time. Let's do just, let's do this one. So we know we don't want to ever send out naked envelopes, right? So I always put adhesive on the flap. So I just put adhesive all the way around. Hi, Shelby. It's good to see you. All right, the flap, and then I just lay down like a scrap piece of paper that I have from that. So that way I try to use every piece of the paper. I don't try to, just scrounge it. I use it up. And then this makes it, when you send this, it makes it that nice, really awesome touch when they get it in the mail. So always, the pop-up, it makes this really exciting. It is. When someone opens it, they're gonna be like, wow, that's so cool, right? So it's a simple card with a little bit of a twist. We all love little twists. So that way now my envelope, hey Joey's, good to see you in Hawaii in person. So here's your beautiful, simple card that we made using the Plentiful Plants. Then here's the inside with the pot that pops out at you, and then the gorgeous envelope that will match. So there you go. I will post the measurements in the description along with a link to be able to order the summer stamp camp. And it will come to you ahead of time, so then you can have all the supplies if you want to make them along with us. Or you can make them whenever you want to on your own time as well. So, and they are a while supplies last basis. A lot of times my retreats always sell out, and my stamp camps have typically sold out as well too. So you want to make sure you can grab one while they're still available. All right, you guys have a great day. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next week. I will be back again with a really cute, fun fold card. All right, see you later.